you just want to just go on and do this act because you want to please yourself. It is wrong. And this the fact that this bill has been passed into law in Kogi State is a very I really, really commend them, because if there are stiffer punishments like this, when you know that when I do this, I am going to prison, life imprisonment, like you know that your whole life is going to be wasted. So you definitely will not do something like that for a few minutes and end the rest of your life somewhere else. And I also like the fact that this law also states that anyone who also helps the rapist will also face the same jail term.
Yes.
So even if
you are baited,
you are there, or you are the one that told the person, go to this place, do this, you found a way to just link yourself up with this same issue, you are going to face it. And I also hope that other states are also going to pass this bill into law.
Yes.
Because when people know that there are punishment to be there are consequences for these things that they do, they will not do it. They will not do it, because you will read in the papers, you are listening to people every day, you hear things like, oh, this person got raped, this person of this certain ages has done this to a child of this age. How do we do all of these things every day? So I'm very sure that it will keep calling on the government to create stiffer punishment, and laws like this are being passed, people will put themselves in check. Yes.
Exactly. The Violence,
put themselves in check.
the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, VAP. It is by the federal law, and I love the fact that you mentioned it, that we wish other states would put this into action, because it's the federal law, so it applies to every state.
Yeah.
Not just one or two states is meant to use it. Every state should use it. And Victoria, the Queen, let me have your thoughts on this.
Okay, so for me, I'm excited that this kind of thing is happening in Kogi State, particularly because Kogi State has been in the news for quite some time. Remember, it was in Kogi State that we had the murder of late Salome Abu that was burnt alive because she dared to go into politics, and nothing has been done so far. So waking up to read this news is like, okay, so I think the governor is finally listening to people, and
the voice of women
is now showing me why he should be the governor of that state. So for me, it's a good news.
Okay,
and like Esther said, every state should copy what Kogi State has done and to domesticate this bill, this law, so that we can, together try to nip the rage scourge into the bud. We can try to eliminate it, because truthfully, everyone knows, and we will keep saying it, that rape is not a good thing. It is evil for you to rape somebody. It is very evil, and the damage that it does to the person mentally, psychologically, physically is something that we cannot, just stop talking about. So it's good that Kogi State is doing this thing. Every other state should copy into it and make sure that they hold people accountable, because one of the problems we have in Nigeria is that people just do anything they feel like.
And get away with
I like
it.
to say this, anyhowness culture in Nigeria, it's on the top. You just behave anyhow because there are no punishment for your actions. And when they say there is no law, there's no sin. So people go about thinking, they are not living in a jungle, for goodness sake. So it's good that we have this thing in Kogi State. Every state that hasn't domesticated it should do so.
Should actually
ASAP.
do it.
ASAP. ASAP.
23 minutes past 12, and it's still Panorama on Women Radio WFM 91.7. I have the Queen in person of Victoria. She's waving right now. I don't even understand. And Esther with me, and we're discussing this because it's good news, considering the fact that I understand what Sandra said. Victoria said. She said rapists to face life in prison. This is good news that Kogi State is putting it into law and is making the headlines so that other states can reciprocate this.
Yeah, I also understand that Lagos too has zero tolerance for
yes.
The state has the same zero. In fact, their own is naming and shaming. You rape, they put your picture there, you are gone. That's it. So I think that culture should be promoted.
Exactly.
Once you do something, let the law take its full course. Nobody should try to
regardless of who it is.
It is a crime.
Regardless of who it is.
Whether it's your family member, your pastor, your boss, anybody, rape is a crime.
Exactly.
So apart from calling, make sure that you follow the parents, because again, we have bottlenecks in the legal system. You go to the police station, you try to report rape. The police officers there, they in fact, from the depths of the complaint, you are already discouraged.
Yes, I
start telling you, what are you looking for?
Yes.
What did you wear?
I'm also appealing to our security agent Like, I want to use the police as an example here. Most times you hear people say things like, "Oh, I went to the police station because I had this complaint and this," and the policeman goes to tell you, sorry, the police officer goes to tell you, "What were you doing there by that time?"
Okay,
Wearing.
I want to pause this thought for us to have this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Good afternoon.
How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Moji, how are you?
I'm very good, Chief Egozi. How are you?
I'm cool. Have you eaten this afternoon?
Chief Egozi Ebiko. No. Yeah. Also, what are your thoughts on this? On what we're discussing?
I have to greet them now. You know my credit I'm using. I do follow that radio station. I used to greet the whole anchor. You understand? You shouldn't rush me.
Okay.
The fact of this case is,
Okay.
that life imprisonment is not enough for me. You understand me? But the issue should be well synchronized. You understand? It should be well synchronized before any action. But let it be that penalty. You understand?
Okay.
But you know why is it a man who say because of the way a woman dressed attracted the man to rape? You understand me?
Yes.
One of those 6 months, 1 year old baby that is being defied, how do they dress? Those are the issues here. You understand?
Yes.
So the fact of the issue is that Moji, you should know my kind of president. I'm a radio president. I seize the opportunity to greet everybody.
Okay.
And Victoria Waibo.
Okay.
My regards to every one of you.
They are both smiling right now. Thank you very much, Chief Egozi. Okay, now you already heard. He's saying, like, is life imprisonment like that? Some men are coming out to say that this thing explainable, that you rape a lady wearing this or the artwork we have in our studio that was given to us, which is titled The Prey. Look at the girl child. The girl child is there with so many things around her. You know, there is the ring, bad marriage, there is the female mutilation, which is the blade, and so on and so forth. You know, every of these gifts, it has a hook on it. That is what they're using to lure the girl child, you know. And I think people need to know that rape is serious than they are thinking it is.
Yeah.
Because it disturbs the childhood, not just childhood. You hear people that have been raped for 10 years, 20 years, they did talk about it like it's
memory.
Yes, because you know a lot of people have different threshold for things.
But yes.
I could, you know, God forbid now, you know, rape issue comes up, and then I'm like, okay, after 2 years I've passed it. Esther might not be able to do that. Some live with the pain till they die. Some even outgrow the pain. So it depends on whoever the thing is happening to. But regardless, rape is evil, and I keep saying it. Nobody should rape. You are not an animal for good. Even animals these days,
like
at least I think they have
seeking consent.
Yes,
exactly.
And consent is something that should be taught.
No.
Right from
no
childhood,
is a no.
Start teaching your children, regardless of the gender now, the issue of consent, because a lot of people just don't regard that thing as something you should put priority on. Consent is very key. If she says no, don't touch me that way.
A no
don't come around
no.
me. She means it. Her body language is not saying something different, please.
Exactly. The boy needs to know, or the man needs to know that when a girl says no, the parent should. When a girl says
no is no, no is not maybe.
Yes.
No is not later.
A
no is a no. So don't touch her when she says don't touch her.
The Queen, let me have your final words on this, because I can see your passion on this. I can feel it. I can feel the vibe.
Okay, so like I said earlier, it's a good one that we've had this kind of thing. We should keep clamoring for these things and start demanding accountability. Hold people, perpetrators accountable. Shame and name and shame them. Call them out. Don't pity them, because they have committed a crime. According to the law, rape is a crime. So it should be treated as such. It should not be settled within the family matter. I'm not a party to that will settle it in the corner. No, it wasn't in the corner. He did it. Some did it inside the house too. So let's treat that rape with so much seriousness and try to advocate and try to empower and enlighten more people to know that yes, this thing is a crime. You have to learn about consent, and you also have to behave appropriately.
Okay, Esther, let me have your final words too.
Okay, I'm still going to appeal to the other states who have not passed this bill into law. We should all the state governments should also try as much as possible to do this. It will put in a kind of deliberate action in it, so people will know that when you do this is what comes after it. You know the consequences are going to come for it, so you do not get to do these things. And also parents should also teach their children self-control. I have met kids who do not like being said no to. Like once you say no, they start throwing tantrums and this, because I feel like it's from grooming the child. Some children have been used to the life of, they always get to get everything they want. No. Sometimes you can be intentional about it. You're not being mean to that child, but just learn to say no to a child. Sometimes growing up, it puts that consciousness in them that life does not always give you all that you want. So it also grows into when a lady is telling you no, a no is a no. You're not pressing, or you're not pushing her, or don't you think you can change your mind? Don't you think we can? No. A no is a no. Just end it there.
Thank you very much, ladies, and I'm sure we can do this again tomorrow. Big thank you to you both. And yes, we're still talking on Panorama on Women Radio WFM 91.7. And I have in the studio with me two persons of Agnes Obianuju on Anosike and George Ajete. And I'm sure I pronounced that name well, because before the show, I was asking deliberately to know how to pronounce their name. And this is they are representatives of a youth group called the Youth Participatory Platform. They recently launched a toll-free line for young people in Lagos and Ogun State to receive sexual productive information, as well as counseling and psychosocial support services through the trained counselors they are working with. These individuals, they are from the United Nations Population Fund, which is the UNFPA YPP members, the Young Professional Programs. And let me first say good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you guys doing?
Very well.
Okay. Now, first, I want to say thank you for coming early. There's something about coming early that really gets to me. It's good when you come early for interviews, for talks, and all that. And thanks for honoring our invitation too.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, now let's talk about this mental health, because promoting access to mental health support for young people. Last week on Radio Doctor, one of our shows on Women Radio, we're discussing about depression, and someone called in, was talking about how his mental health was neglected. A man is depressed, and everybody like, you're a man, come on, you're a man, try to do something. And this also happens. Before you came in, you were listening to how we're talking about rape, how Kogi State Assembly passes the VAP bill into law, where rapists is to face life imprisonment. So you can see the mental health of such people that are raped, it's in jeopardy. They are going through a lot. So first, let us define mental health. Let me start with you, Obianuju. So can you define mental health for us?
Okay, mental health is the overall state of well-being, and it includes our emotional, psychological, and social life. And this means how we think, how we act, how we relate to other people, how we're able to manage stress. If this is not handled properly, our whole existence will be affected. So basically, that's what mental health is all about.
Thank you very much. So our whole existence is affected. So someone who is not stable mentally, it can affect the person's work.
Exactly.
It can affect, if the person is a mother, it can affect the children he or she is she's bringing up, and so on and so forth. So George, I want you to really tell me, what would you say are the contributing factors to mental health illness? Because you see, in Nigeria, we're all coming, I won't say we're out of COVID, but on demand, there's this pressure of, I need to provide for my family. So mentally, the man is disturbed. The woman, my children. And then that goes on. For youth, I want to get a job. For this, I need to get money and all that. So can you tell me, what would you say are the contributing factors to mental health illnesses?
Okay, mental health illness. I like to shy away from that word illness, because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, I'm not ill. I'm just in that stage where I need to be on my own." I'm just in that. So everybody tries to give a definition to their own, probably state of mind at a given time. However, mental health is a mental health illness or mental health disorder or whatever you want to call it. It is real. Yeah, people actually have issues with their mental health. But one of the main reasons, or should I say the contributing factors to why people don't usually get help, or why it's becomes like shall I say a thing that people don't want to get help for, they don't want to speak about it, is because of the stigma that is involved. Yeah. So I can remember there was a time when during this COVID era when I went to my school platform and I was telling my because I'm a student unionist, so I'm very well involved in the activities, and I'm like, oh, I have to go offline because of this and this, and I need to take care of my mental health for this situation to not come into something else. And everybody was like, why would you say that? Why would you do that? But then the main contributing factor to mental health illness in Nigeria is the environment and then people around us. Now, people don't want to get help again because of these same contributing factors.
Wow.
Yeah, so somebody that is, probably just raped and is trying to get help, and then you go to your friend and you are explaining what is happening, and then the friend starts shouting, oh, what were you doing there? What were you doing? And the next thing, the person feels like he or she is at fault. And from there, things that they start to generate from one thing to another to another to another. That's what to me, that's one of the major contributors. The environment, the society, and we the people.
And I really have to agree with you on some of the points you mentioned, because I'll still refer back to the radio show we had last week Friday, which was on depression, and the doctor really broke down depression. He said as much as you take it serious that you have cancer, you should take it serious that your mental health is not stable. That today both of them carry the same weight. None is bigger, because you need to focus more on your mental health. In fact, it was explaining that some mental health issues can cause physical health issues. So let's say you have your heart disturbed about so many things, your mental health is not stable. It can start affecting the way you eat, and that can affect other things. And Agnes, I really want you to tell me, what do you think are the common mental health challenges affecting young people? Because at the end of the day, the population of Nigeria has more young people. So, for every young person listening right now, what do you think are the common ones in particular, common mental health challenges facing them?
Yeah, I'm going to start with depression, like you mentioned earlier. Depression, I think, has the highest. In short, let's just say depression is the main cause of mental illness among young people, because from depression, that's when you have enough time to be worried. Because when you're depressed, you notice you are always anxious, and that leads to anxiety. That leads to bipolar disorder. Sometimes you just feel how am I going to put it? You just feel overly excited over things. You are impulsive. These things are not normal. When you give depression has cost so many young people their life, it has cost them their education, their focus. And if this is not treated, if nothing is done about this, then these young people would not be as useful as they're meant to be. And this compounds the whole issue. For the students, sometimes it could be stress, academic stress, and this leads to depression. But there are ways that they could actually curtail this thing. I'm sure that question is still coming.
Yes, definitely. I want us to take it. They say step by step. So Agnes, tell me in Igbo, so tell me, do you know what it is when they say take it step by step?
I'm not really fluent.
Okay, George, help her.
I'm not Igbo.
Okay. What tribe are you?
I am Badagry.
Okay. So how do you say it from your side that we should take it step by step? Oh, come on. I think one day we should have a discussion on our tongue. We should not leave this thing,
definitely.
Okay. So now we've mentioned some of this, and then because at the end of the day, this thing is about people getting help. As you're listening, know that this is about you getting help. As we are lighting the problems, we're also bringing the solutions to you. That is why my guests are here. 22 minutes to 1, and you can call in on 07000 to 917 just in case you have questions for Agnes or George, or you can just text us on 070 56537. That's the text or WhatsApp line. Do any of the two, and we will definitely get your question. 7,000 917 917. Okay, George. Now, she has told us the common mental health challenges facing young people. She mentioned depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety, and so on. So, how do we know the early signs of mental health illness? Because at the end of the day, some people don't even know they have it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think the moment you start finding it hard to do the things you usually do before, that is when you should know that something is wrong. Something is wrong. For me, I know that the time I knew that I was depressed was when I found out that people that I would regularly chat with, people that I would regularly call, things just started getting weird around me. Like, I react to things too extremely, and I knew that I needed help, and I had to get help at that time. So once you find it very hard to live normally, now normal is depends on the context. Your normal life.
Okay.
If you find it hard to live how you used to live, then there's a problem. You should probably just see someone. Probably there's something you are unhappy about, and especially when it comes to Nigerian students, when results are rolling out and you feel you are getting what you're not supposed to get, or what you don't expect, and then you start feeling that, oh, it's reflecting on your attitude to life, on your attitude towards your friends, your colleagues in school, then you should talk to someone. So I think that's it.
Okay, talking about talking to someone, Agnes, I'll roll this to you. You guys recently launched a toll-free line that provides young people with free mental health support. So can you tell us about that?
Okay, the toll-free line is just that bold step by the UNFPA to draw young people closer. Because depression has led so many committing suicide, and this is very bad. So we want to curtail the disadvantages of these mental health issues. So this is why we launched the toll-free line to help young people, especially this here is just for people in Lagos and Ogun State.
Okay, Lagos and Ogun State.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now the therapy sessions are actually free. They are absolutely free. The calls are free, instant, and you get to talk to a qualified professional. Yes, we are not just throwing you to any random quack to talk to you. We'll refer you to a professional counselor, and then you can reach us from the comfort of your home. You don't have to go through the traffic of Lagos to come to us.
Please, that traffic, that traffic.
So it's actually free, and then no one it's very confidential. No one else will know what you told us
because confidentiality is
very
matters
important.
too. Because I don't want to tell a counselor my story and I'm listening over there, and they're using me as for example.
Exactly. That's what George is trying to say. That many people have seen it as actually a bad something they should not talk about because of the kind of stigma attached to it. But mental health issues are actually very normal. It is human. We can't eradicate it from this world. We can only prevent it. So for those in Lagos, you might want to pen this down. You can reach us on the following numbers: 070 588 901 12. I'm going to take that again: 070 588 901 12.
Okay, for those in Ogun State, because you mentioned that too.
Yes, Lagos actually has two numbers.
Okay.
So if this is not going through for those in Lagos, you can also try 070
Okay.
80 60 1771 070 80 60 1771.
Okay.
Now for those in Ogun State, we have 081
okay
80 24 64 80.
80.
Yeah, I'm going to take it again: 081 80 24 64 80. And then the other number is 081 80 24 64 75. 081 80 24 6475. We also have social media handles.
Yes, I wanted to ask that too. Just in case I want to check you out on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah. On Gmail, you can get us at UNFPA Youth Info Line.
Okay, can we go slowly?
Okay.
UNFPA
Youth.
Yes. Okay.
Info Line.
At
gmail.com.
Okay.
And then on Twitter, you can get us at UNFPA_YPP Lagos.
_YPP Lagos.
Yes. And on Instagram, you can get us at UNFPA_YPP Lagos.
Okay. So yes. the Instagram and Twitter is same.
Yes.
Okay. Then what of Facebook? You using on Facebook?
Yes, just UNFP YPP Lagos. You see us on
Okay,
Facebook
without
too.
the underscore. Okay, now you've given the phone lines, and we really need to know because okay, so I'm listening right now. Someone is at home listening right now in traffic or anywhere in the world listening, and be like, okay, so I can actually get free counseling when I have mental breakdown. Anywhere in the world listening, and be like, okay, so I can actually get free counseling when I have mental breakdowns and all. So
Yeah.
I can call these lines. These lines, am I to call them? Am I to text? Am I to WhatsApp? Okay, like I was saying, you can call us on 07000 917 just in case you have questions for Agnes and George today on this initiative launched to help young people with their mental health. You can call us on that, or you can text or send us a WhatsApp message on 070 317 56537 WFM 91.7 quarter to one, and we're still discussing this. So you can see I gave them the number to call and number to text. So are you
Okay.
saying these numbers we can text, WhatsApp, or call them? Is it just same?
You can text, you can WhatsApp, you don't really have to call us. You
Okay.
just give us a beep and then we'll return the call. Because we don't want you don't want to spend your money. This thing is absolutely free, it's 100% free.
Okay.
So once you drop a beep, then we'll get back to you, we'll call you. If it requires something physical, if it's not something virtual, probably we want you to, then we'll have a way of transporting you down.
Okay.
And then we'll give you a counselor.
Okay, that will talk
yes,
to you.
exactly.
Okay, and I know you mentioned the confidentiality because that is very, very important. Most people do not want to come out, according to what George said.
Yeah.
He said most people do not want to come out when they have mental health issues, and that is why I really love George to really discuss this with us, and for those listening right now, that what do I do if I'm worried about my mental health? So now, before I give this call to YNFPA Lagos and for Lagos and Ogun State residents, what should I do first? So right now, I'm mentally disturbed. What should I do first? You know, at the end of it, they say we go breakfast.
That thing is actually going viral in my school
right now.
Honestly.
So since it's all so at the end of the day, you will end up calling someone. But before you do that, what are the first things you can do? Okay, like let's say you get bitten by a snake. There are first aids you should do.
Yeah,
So what
sure.
are the first aid treatments I should give to myself because I'm mentally disturbed? What should I do?
When I like to use myself as an example
Please
because I also believe, of course, that it's not a one size fits all. We have our peculiarities. There are things that might work for me that might not work for you.
Okay.
But there is one thing that works for all, which is getting help. So when you feel, oh, something is wrong somewhere, just reach out. Reach out to maybe somebody you confide in, somebody that would not judge you. And then if you see that, okay, I need a professional help. I think that's what UNFPA YPP is doing.
Okay, let's just give them the full meaning of the UNFPA. UNFPA. So it won't look like what are they saying?
Okay, so the UNFPA is United Nations Populations Fund. Then YPP is the Youth Participatory Platform.
Okay.
So the UNFPA YPP.
Okay, please continue.
Okay. The UNFPA YPP is it's a platform for the young people of both Lagos and right now. I think we incorporated other states now. So very soon you're going to be hearing we have Ogun State, we have Ekiti, we have Osun, Ondo, all the southwest region. So young people from these states coming together to look for solutions to issues that are facing young people. So one of the issues that we pinpointed is the issue of mental health. And according to the World Health Organization, actually, Nigeria is the 15th. I think the ranking is where suicide happens more in the world.
15th.
So Nigeria is ranked 15th, and you and I would agree that the first thing that happens before to degenerate into suicide to be depression. So the moment you start feeling, oh, I don't belong to this community, I don't belong to this society anymore. Oh, I think I should, draw back. that moment, I would advise you, a young person to young person. This is not one old man telling you anything now. Young
Are
person
these
to young
counselors?
person.
Are they also
Yes,
young?
yes,
young
yes.
people.
They are
Because you
all
know,
young people.
sometimes you feel like, okay, so this person is advising me. Come on,
He does not know what I'm going
come on,
They're all
through.
young
you don't know the
people.
pressure that I'm going through on social
Yeah,
media.
yeah. So
Please
they are young people, and their duty majorly is to bridge that gap, because when the UNFP YPP members were having the sessions to discuss on this project, we had to look towards, okay, what is the thing that we can do that can help this situation, because there's this so long gap between getting access to treatment, or should I say to sessions or people that will give you help, and you that you have the problem. So if a person and you that you have the problem. So if a person has a problem, getting access, you will go to the only psychiatric hospital we have in Lagos that is run by the federal government, which is Yaba.
Yaba.
And then you get
And
there,
there's always this
and
Yaba
there's
left.
always
You're like,
this young, long
I'm not going to
queue.
Yaba left.
Yes. So there's all these things, and we are like, okay, the best thing to do is to make sure that we can help these people even in the comfort of their homes.
Okay.
Even where you are saying, oh, I need to reduce my interaction with people, no problem, just beep or send a text. And our counselors are online 24/7.
I wanted to ask that too, because sometimes these things do not come during the day. It comes at night, and you're disturbed. Who can you call at that time? Because anything can happen.
Yeah, they are online
They're always
24/7.
online.
24/7.
Your boyfriend just
Yeah.
broke up with you, and you need
See.
assistance.
No.
with
No.
emotions.
It's true.
Agnes,
Just-
don't
Just make
don't
that
laugh. Let me
call.
say or something. You think it's easy when somebody breaks somebody's heart?
It's not easy. That's why the school would be there to answer you.
Sure.
Even by
And
3 a.m.
and nothing is too small or too
Exactly.
big for you
Yeah.
to discuss with
Nothing
them.
is too small.
Okay, we have this text message from Lara. She's texting us from Lagos, and she said, "Hello, Moji, and the guests in the studio. Take it easy in Badagry language is Egun." Okay, I don't know if we pronounce that well, but I think we really need to know our mother's tongue. There's something sweet about it. I was listening to someone. She said she was talking to a husband in the United States of America, and someone who doesn't understand their language, and they just looked at each other and said, "Kilon shit." It helps gossip.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But then thank you very much, Lara from Ikeja, for giving us that hint. Okay, now the YPP, the UNFPA YPP Lagos is here for you for your mental health. This is 8 minutes to 1 on Panorama WFM 91.7, and I have two guests in the studio in person of Agnes and George. They are telling us about this initiative by young people to help our mental health. We youth are the leaders of tomorrow, but
Definitely.
we have to be all right upstairs.
Abi.
Very true.
to be able to
very
lead.
true.
Yeah.
You understand? And I
Yeah.
think there's not how trouble can alienate you as a young person. If they don't break your heart, okay, you see they've never broken your heart. Maybe you went through a loss.
Exactly.
It's in different forms. You've failed a course, and your mental health is the focus of this conversation, because we want to lead,
Yeah.
and we are the leaders of tomorrow, or it's tomorrow already today.
Today.
Tomorrow is
Okay, so
today
I
already.
want both of you to go through the numbers again. So Agnes, you tell us the Lagos phone numbers that people can call, text, or WhatsApp on, and then George will give us the Ogun State own, and then I'll give the social media handle. That makes sense, isn't it?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Lagos 070-588-90112 and 070-806-01771.
Okay, can you go again?
070-588-90112 and 070-806-01771.
Okay, that is the Lagos line to reach the United Nations Population Fund Young Professionals.
Youth
Okay, sorry.
Participatory Platform.
Yes, Youth participatory
Platform.
platform for you to be able to reach them. So please reach them on that. In case you have questions, you are going through something in your mental health is in jeopardy. We want it intact. That is the Lagos one. So
Yeah.
let's go to the Ogun State. So they won't feel like we're leaving them.
Okay. Yeah. So for the Ogun State, if you're a young person and you need mental health help and you're in Ogun State, the numbers to call is 081 802 46480. I call again 081 802 46480. And another number to call just in case that one it's padded up. 081 802 46475. 081 802 46475.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And their email, just in case you want to send them an email, is UNFPA Youth Info Line at gmail.com. I'll go again. UNFPA Youth Info Line at gmail.com. I'll go for the third time. UNFPA Youth Info Line at gmail.com. And their Twitter handle is UNFPA_YPP Lagos. And then the Instagram too is the same. So the Twitter and the Instagram handle is same, UNFPA_YPP Lagos. So I want to ask a question as we're rounding up. Wait, can they send you a DM? Because with this handles, you can send a DM.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, of
so
course,
so can just send a DM just in case you need help and you don't want to do the call or the
Yeah.
text. Okay, no problem. And the Facebook is UN. Can we do the Facebook together? Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. UNFPA YPP help for your mental health. That is the aim of it. Thank you very much for bringing this initiative to us at Women Radio WFM 91.7. And I hope that next time we can have you again so that we can hear about how you've been helping so many people.
Yeah.
That makes sense, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Sure, it does.
Thank you. And a big thank you to my producer, Esther Laribe, for making this happen. My name is Mojisola Talks. Tomorrow I'll be here from 12:15 to 1 for Panorama Women Radio WFM 91.7, where we ladies come together to discuss, dissect, agree to disagree on topical issues of the day. And I have the yummy moment, the brown skin girl. I'm handing over to Ellie.
How are you, Moji?
I'm fine. I missed you yesterday. She didn't come yesterday.
Oh yeah, because I was a bit